All right, we are live. Give me a second to get everything set up. Okay, so I'm trying multi-streaming. So this should be going to YouTube and Twitch. So wherever you guys are watching this, let me know if it sounds okay. If the quality is okay. Let me just check my connections to see how we're looking. Okay. So Twitch is looking good. Let me check YouTube quick. Oh, we are live. Okay, cool. Sweet. So I might want to change the thumbnail. I don't know if I can do that for YouTube. But let's get stream avatars up. Yeah, let me know if here I'm gonna test the chat for anyone who's here. So it should show me all the chats in one spot. If anyone's on Twitch, could you try sending a message? Here, wait. Oh no, I can do it through here. Oh, sweet. Okay, so chat is working. Awesome. We should be good. Cool. All right, so today we're going to be continuing with the game for the 76th Godot Wild Jam. So I have a list of some things that I need to implement. So yesterday I got around to adding some slots for items for the UI. Today I would like to add tools so that we can actually like do things in the game like mechanics and whatever. I need to add dialogic to Godot, and that way I'll be able to make some sort of, you know, dialogue and whatever. And then also finish drawing my ship, because right now my spaceship is, it's 2 layers. I was doing kind of a cool layering thing, but I need to draw the interior and then finish the exterior. And then I need crystals to be mineable on asteroids. And then let's see what else. A main menu. So I'd like to do a main menu kind of early on. So I might work on that a bit. And then apart from that, we'll just do some art. So I think I'll start out probably by implementing a drill. Also, let me share these streams quick. There's a Discord channel for the Godot Wild Jam. If you don't already know, I'm doing the Godot Wild Jam, so it's the 76th one, and the theme is freeze. So for the kind of game idea, you're gonna be stuck in space trying to like rebuild your ship or whatever, and then essentially trying to keep from freezing or whatever. And then there's gonna be aliens like trying to hunt you down. So sharing this. Let me copy this one. There we go. Okay, sweet. And then let me know if the audio is okay. I think everything should be going through. I might want to turn up my audio a bit. I think it's okay. We'll try that. All right, sweet. So getting started, let's add a drill. So inside of this main canvas, I guess, I want the player to be able to hold like a drill. So we'll just do like a quick little, like, some sort of a little sprite here. Maybe I make it like, instead of going the sci-fi route, maybe I make it more like a drill, like that. We'll see how that looks. I feel like that will work for now. So I'll copy that over. I want to basically hold this in the player's hand. I'm trying to think of how I want the animations to work. I feel like I'll have two states for it. So probably this goes in the player's hand when you're just like idling around. So we'll do like a little 16 by 16 here. And then just chuck this into the game textures. Hopefully I'll get around to adding normal maps and stuff, but we'll see. So inside of here, I want to have a node 2D. It's going to be tool controller, which will basically just control what tool you're holding. And then I'm able to swap this out. So if I make a new scene for the drill, and then add animated sprite, then I can just import those sprite frames. So by searching for the drill texture, chuck that into there. And now I want this to be able to anchor to the player's hand. So when I instance this, I want this tool controller's position to be controlled by the animation player. So for idle down, we're going to move the tool controller to about here, I'd say. And then we'll key in that position. We'll key in the position there as well. And then we want the interpolation to be discrete. So if I hide some of these collision shapes, we should get a I think that looks all right. That'll look good. And then we want to do the same thing for up. So I guess for down, we want to set the scale of the tool controller to 1. And then for up, we want to reverse that. So we would set scale.x to -1. Key this in. And then what I could do is just move it up here. And change the z index as well. Like that. And then I guess I want to reset the z index here at the start of this one. Cool. So we should have, they can hold the drill like this, and then if we switch to idle up, the drill switches places. Cool. So for the actual drill, I'll have some sort of an animation for that, and that way I'll be able to control it a bit more easily. Let's test it out in the game. Oh, you know what? We need to flip. We need to flip it when we switch directions. That's kind of irritating. So I'm trying to think of how I'd want to do that. Also, we need a jetpack. That's kind of vital. So for the player animation, so what I'm doing is I'm animating, I think I'm animating the flip H value of this. Also, is the bitrate okay for the stream? I guess I should have tested that. Let me test that. Because it says it's unstable. For those watching, how does the bitrate look? I think it's okay. Yeah, it looks fine. Cool. There's this weird thing that Twitch will do. They tell you your bitrate's unstable, and I don't think it is. Okay. So for the animation player, let's actually check, because where do I do that? It's in the animate. So we're setting sprite.fliph to false and to true. So we should also be I guess I should just set up a blend space because I also want to be moving the tool. Yeah, I should do that. So for both of these, we should key in the flip H of this as false. And then I should duplicate these. Well, first I guess I rename them. So this will be space underscore idle underscore bottom right. And then this one will be space underscore idle underscore top right. And then I would duplicate them. to space underscore idle underscore top left. And then this one would flip H. And then it needs to move the drill. I kind of want to, like, just for visibility, for like gameplay purposes, I kind of want to move it to the left a bit. I don't know. Also, I got these new, like, glasses. They're supposed to block blue light, but I don't even know if they're working that well. These kinds of things always tend to give me, like, a headache. Maybe just for the sake of getting through the stream, I take them off, just so I don't get nauseous. Also, it is very saturated. Let me change the... I feel like that looks a bit better. Cool. So, yeah, for the sake of this, like, the drill is facing that way, so we should keep the drill in the left hand. Top left, the drill should just go like there, right? I feel like keying it in just like that. So we have top left, top right. The drill is a bit moved to the left, right? And then bottom right, it's flipped. And then we want to duplicate this for space underscore idle underscore bottom left. Bottom left is going to flip the H. And then also move the drill a bit. I'd say about there. I think that's okay. Okay. Yo, what's up, Red Ore? How's it going? I think this is good. So we'll next map this to a blend space. So I'll need a animation tree, and then we'll assign a state machine. And then inside of this, let's add in a couple blend trees. We'll do space underscore idle. And then we'll do... Wait a second. Space underscore idle, that's correct, right? And then we should start into that one. And now inside of this, we'll just add a blend space. For those joining us now, we're basically working on, or I'm basically working on a project for a game jam. So you have the little counter in the bottom right here, or bottom left. So we got a week left, and the theme is freeze. So I'm trying to make like an outer space game. Where you're trying to rebuild your ship so that you don't freeze. So what is this? Space underscore idle underscore blend space 2D. Correct. let's add this to a time scale. Let's stick this into the output. And then for this blend space, I want to insert... Well, wait a second. This is going to be kind of a weird blend space. You know what I could do is I could rotate the input vector when I map it to the blend space. Or I could just add the angles here. So what I'm talking about is kind of like my inputs are isometric, which means if I have a square and I'm inputting this way, then essentially I want to map things to the corners. So the motion vector is going to be about here. So what I can do is just count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put some at the corner here. And this will be top left. And then do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's going to be top right. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be bottom right. And then right here is bottom left. Okay. So now we have our blending polygon. And then what I can do with this is going to directly map to the animations, obviously. So let's say I started this. This should be playing. And then inside of this blend space, we should get some blending going on here. That's perfect. Okay, so with that blending, we're able to do, we have a lot more control overall, but I should just implement that into my code really quick. So let's make sure we get the, do an onReady variable for the animation tree, and then let's make sure we get all the correct info. So I have a reference here. I want to do similar to something I've set up before. Yo, what's up, Turbo? How's it going? This game is, I'm at a bit of a crossroads where there's so much stuff I want to implement that I'm trying to figure out if I'll have enough time. So, okay, let's see. We have animation tree. We also want to get the state machine. Yo, what's up, Guns? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's having a good Sunday. Going good, thanks. Nice. I'm trying multi-streaming today, which is my first time trying multi-streaming. So let me know if the quality is okay, but you should be able to watch this both on YouTube and Twitch, which should be a little more convenient for you guys. Because I know, at least for me, sometimes Twitch is kind of annoying to go to. And I know that's the same for people who don't want to go to YouTube, so... okay, so we got the state machine. It's going to be parameters playback. That's correct. We want to get a blend position. This is just going to be a normal variable, though. Is anyone else joining this game jam? Because I know there were a few viewers who did it. Is anyone in chat doing this one right now? Do I have both chats on the screen? I don't know if both chats are going through... Yeah. Okay, so both chats aren't going through, like, my Twitch stream, I guess. So I'll have to figure that out. I do have both chats combined in, like, a cool chat widget. I wonder if I could add a source quick. Should I try to do that? Like if I pop out chat and then I can copy the browser source. Also, I think I can do Shift-Alt-T? Oh wait, is it Windows There's a way I can pin this on top, but let me try this. So if I add a new source, where's my chat source? And it will be a browser. Let's do YouTube chat, and then the source will be that one. Whoops. Sorry. Okay, I don't know what the width and height is. I guess the width is probably around like, we'll say 300 by 600. Let's try that. It's really small. Can I like chroma key this to take out the black? Like that. I think this could work. Let's just do that for now. Except it wants me to sign into chat, so we'll take that section off. We'll put this chat right here. This will be YouTube chat. And then we'll put Twitch chats right above me. So I'll need to figure out how to merge those, just like I did with my widget. Yeah, because that's clearly a bit weird. What kind of a game am I making? So I'm making it's kind of like a top-down isometric-ish, kind of like an exploration game, but it's set in outer space. So I'll do a gameplay example quick. I just gotta squash these. Sorry, I like redid my whole OBS to get this multi-stream thing working. Now it's a mess. Okay, I think this is a bit better. So here's the game so far. Oh, I didn't enable the light, but that's okay. So there's gonna be lighting and whatever. And then I need to set up the blend space for the animations right now, so that's obviously not here yet. But essentially, you can move around, you're gonna be able to like mine and stuff, and then you're gonna collect materials to rebuild a heating module in your ship. That's gonna, or some sort of reactor or something that'll allow you to activate the engines and then fly off. But the kind of mechanics of the game is you're in a time limit. So there's going to be monsters trying to attack you, and then you're going to have like cold that builds up that will kind of force you to escape. So that's your incentive. So try not to die. But generating heat by using tools is going to attract aliens and stuff to attack you. So kind of an interesting gameplay loop. Twitch chat kind of helped me come up with that. But we'll see how it works. I think it could be pretty fun. Like, it's already fun messing around with these asteroid physics. One thing I did want to change is I'm randomizing the color of these, and I want to limit the range a bit more, so we'll do that. And then for I'm gonna move chat back down. Sorry, my OBS is like destroyed. I thought I got all set up before stream today, but clearly it's a bit sketchy. Cool. Do you need to have a good grasp of mathematics and physics to get into game program? Not at all, no. I got into game development when I was 10, so I don't know what age that is, but you literally know what, like, math, as in, like, addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, that's it. And then from there, obviously you learn different math functions. A lot of the math I know is from doing game development, so you don't need to understand all of math to get into it. It's more like you're going to be doing math in game development, so you have to have more of just like the awareness and the drive to keep learning the new skills, because you're going to run into a lot of like interesting things that you don't use in the real world. So just like any skill, just like any hobby, just be open to learning new things, but you don't need like a ton of experience to start with game development. So yo, what's up, Toby? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. We're working on a space game. So I'm gonna get this blend space working really quick, and then I'll respond to some more chat. So the blend position paths, I need to have those set. So those are going to be animation tree. I'm literally just getting the blend positions, and then I'll basically just move those like this. And then I need to have this one. Well, actually, I don't really want to do that. So, where am I moving my blend position? It's going to be blend position here. And then basically I'm just, if we're moving, I'm setting the blend position to input vector. So we're going to do that. So blend position equals input vector. And then I also want to check in the animate, I'm doing state machine.travel. So inside of here, I want to say, I actually don't need to get the sign anymore. So it'll just be state machine.travel. And this is going to be the name of the state. So, holy debugger, what the heck? Which is space.idle. Cool. So we're making sure to travel to that. We don't need to get the sign anymore, just because these are just for the flipping and whatever. Yeah, we can completely remove this. All right, so this should work. We don't need input direction anymore because we aren't really dealing with that inside of that function. Full bong. I keep coming back to my PC with the person I was watching having rated pirate software. Like, bro, stop. Wait. Someone rated pirate software? I don't get that. No disrespect to Thor, but oh. I've been watching a lot of his stuff lately. He kind of blew up out of nowhere. Dude, I just made my tea when the stream started and it's already cold. How long have I been live? What the heck? Only 30 minutes? Every time I come back, the people I'm watching keep rating him while I'm not there. Oh, that's kind of sad. Okay, so let's test this out. I think this will work. I got so many errors though. From YouTube Shorts, yeah. Yeah, I keep seeing him on YouTube Shorts. I think his clips are going like absolutely viral. Yeah. What was that, like probably 3-4 months ago? He just exploded. I feel like it's kind of dying down a bit more, but he's still like huge. I think he really influenced the game development scene. Yeah, his make video games one, and that tied in with the game jams, because he'll host like game jams. I don't know how often, but that video is embedded on the game jam page, which I think drives in a lot of like, he's taking people from YouTube and like Twitch, right? And then World of Warcraft, he's also like a veteran, and a lot of people typically have respect for like older people in the, not like old, but like people who have been in the game development scene for longer. Because a lot of people really gravitate towards like the whole like origin of games and retro kind of aspect. So I think he has a lot of insight on that, which is cool. He has 18K viewers right now. Dang. He actually inspired me to look into Ashes of Creation, which is that new MMO. I haven't played it, and I don't want to play it before it officially releases, but I'm like really heavily following Ashes of Creation now. So I'm hoping when that does come out, I'm going to probably play that a lot. I might maybe start a second channel where I just do games like Cubal Gaming. Because I also want to, there's some other games I want to stream. Sea of Stars is a really cool like indie kind of looking pixel art game that I've been enjoying, but I played a bit on stream and I'd like to do that more. Him and Primogen, I don't know who Primogen is. Have you seen Nuclear Mages that Agent made? Nuclear Mages that Agent made. I have not. Agent 248 is a dude who's everywhere. Agent 248. I don't think I've heard of him. Maybe I'll recognize him as soon as... Agent 248. Is he on like Twitch? Nuclear Mages Steam. Let's check it out. What? I think I paused it. Is it like a MMO or like a single player? This quality of the video is really bad. Sorry about that. Looks pretty cool. Looks very interesting. Like the UI choice here is kind of throwing me off. Looks interesting though. Maybe I'll give it a follow. Check it out later. Single player with multiplayer trading. Nice. Working on multiplayer. That would be cool. Multiplayer is so good for games. Especially like, personally, I don't really like PvP because I feel like that brings a lot of toxicity into games. So I kind of gravitate towards playing co-op or like PvE games because I feel like those have a much stronger community and like, I don't know, I really enjoy games like that. Not PvP. Yeah, that's good. I feel like that's good. Do you use any AI tools for game dev? The one I use is Codium, which is a VS Code plugin. And it basically AI predicts what I'm about to type. So it's really useful for like comments and stuff and keeping code consistency, which I really enjoy that. So it speeds up my development time by probably like 60-70% in the coding side of things. One thing that we're not doing here is setting the blend position. I totally forgot to put that in. So we need to call this line in the animate function. So it's going to be animtree.set blend position path 0. We could actually just set every blend position because we don't really need to care about optimization. So we'll say for blend pause in blend pause paths. We're going to say blend pause. Wait, we're just going to say anim tree.set blend pause to blend position. Okay, that should work. And we're calling that really frequently, but I think it's okay. And then something I don't like is it naturally reverts to up. So if I'm going left, I want it to be aiming down. So I'm going to move the points of that a bit. How's the scope creep going? It is not fun, but we are going to get through it. I always power through it. We're just going to keep going. What did I say? Down was... Left was defaulting to up, right? So this is up, so up should be further away from the center. That'll probably do it, yeah. Cool. I don't know, those animations are fine. I kind of like the static kind of, like low movement. Gives me like retro vibes, which I especially like with the like classic asteroid theme or whatever. Then you can go into the ship. I need animations for walking. So we're going to add that to the to-do because I'm not tackling that right now. So walking anims for well on ship. Cool. How's the... Oh, wait. Hey, what is the name of the plugin that smooth your typing? Oh, the AI plugin. So it's called Codium. I'll send it in. You're on YouTube, so send it in the YouTube chat. So just search up. How do I actually spell that? I don't know how they spell it. Code Eum, like that. And it's just a VS Code plugin. Yeah, Codium. So you can go to your extensions and just grab that. And then it's completely free to use, which is nice. Yeah, no problem. Next up, let's check out... We need a drill, a flashlight. So we need to actually drill things. So from the drill, we need to have some sort of an input. So scripts, what are we in? Tools. Drill, we're going to have to set up some inputs. Action button. I guess we'll have just action, and then we could set this to F. Just because I want you to kind of like have to take your fingers off the movement while we're doing an action. I feel like that'll kind of restrict it to more of a horror kind of thing. Oh, I forgot to set up stream avatars. There we go. Get that running. If you're on Twitch, you'll have your little guy walking around now. So action, I also want to have interact, because we'll need to set up an interaction system. And then I want to do controller inputs as well. So let me actually connect my controller. It's just paired right now. Connecting. Dude, these Pro controllers are so annoying to connect to things. I feel like it takes so long. Okay, cool. We're good. So for move left, we're gonna do that way. Move right is left stick right. Move up is up. Move down. Okay, and then action is gonna be just A, I guess. And then interact could be, well, actually I want that different. So action is going to be B. And then interact is going to be A. Cool. So we should be able to play with a controller now. Sweet. Controller support. And then let's add in the action. So I'm going to say input function and then if event.isAction. Well, we actually want to do just if input.isAction just pressed. And that's going to be the action input or event. If that's the case, then we want to need a variable for is drilling. And we're just going to set that equal to actually, we could just do it this way. We could just say is drilling is equal to is action pressed, like that. That's a bit more efficient or fun. Codium work with default Godot script editor? No, it does not. There's no plugin for that. So you'll have to connect VS Code, and then it will run in there. There might be a plugin for Codium in Godot in the future, because I see that being kind of a helpful thing. But if you want to... Do you have VS Code connected to Godot? So I'm going to move chat over here. I'll do that. If you don't have it connected to, if you don't have VS Code connected, I could send a resource for that. Let's make a setter function. I'm just going to make a setter function for this because this is a much easier way to read this. And then we could have a new physics layer for drill hitbox. And then I just want an area 2D with a little collision shape. Just make it a circle. And then just move it. Cool. And we'll figure out how difficult that is to actually drill, but I think it'll be okay. So inside of the collision layer, we'll put it on the drill hitbox. Cool. I coincidentally found your channel while looking for a way to connect VS Code to Godot. Nice. Yeah, that's one of my, I think that's one of my best performing videos, which I honestly don't like the video because I wish I would get to the point quicker, but I think it's helped a lot of people out, which is good. So let's say we need to disable the collision shape, and then I don't know if disabling actually checks for, I don't know if it actually fires the entered and exited signals. So I want to test that. So set drilling, if is drilling, oh wait, we're just setting is drilling to value, and then we're going to say collision shape dot disabled equals not is drilling. That's correct. So we should be able to use an input to drill. And I want to test this with the controller. It's good, clear and concise. Okay, good to hear. I do want to make like a short that tells you how to connect VS Code, just to reach a bigger audience, because there have been a few people that complain about the speed of that one. And I guess I should be using just regular old is action pressed here. Question, why Godot though? Why not Unity or Unreal? That's a good question. Let me debug this quick. Am I like, is this being active? So Godot is free and open source, which means I don't have to pay for the ability to make games, right? If I create a game, it's 100% mine. I don't need to pay for release fees or whatever. I don't need to pay money every time I sell a copy, which is something that Unity tried to implement. And I don't doubt that they're going to do another scummy move like that in the future. The other thing is free and open source means that the bigger the project gets, the more popularity it gets, the quicker it's going to progress. So the more advanced it gets, the quicker it gets features. Whereas a tool like Unity or Unreal, they have a team. The bigger the product gets doesn't exactly mean that the team is going to get bigger. It could mean that more money goes to the team to create or allow for more employees and whatever, but it doesn't exactly correlate directly to that, because there's the whole thing about like some people just want more money, so you can work less, get the same amount of money, whereas Godot, the people who are working on it just want the product to become better instead of going after the money, which is always a good thing. If you have your passion in it, that's always better than doing it for the money, right? So in 5 to 10 years, I see Godot being a far better game engine than Unreal and Unity. And I'm going to stand by that because, like, take a look at Blender. Blender is free and open source. Same kind of thing as Godot. Started out as kind of the one that people would use if they weren't really, you know, in the industry, kind of just the free option. And now it's like the best option out there, right? It has so much capabilities and everyone uses it. So putting that logic into Godot, Unity is kind of old school. They would need to refactor so much to have the engine run well and have it perform in the level of detail, the amount of simplicity that Godot has, the speed, the size of the engine, everything is so much better about Godot, and has such a better base, such a better foundation for like a better engine in the future. Something that's going to completely blow Unity and Unreal out of the water. So I think currently in this current time, if you want to make a two-dimensional game, I think Godot is the best choice. If you want to make a three-dimensional game, I think Godot is a good choice. But if you want it to look really good, like super good rendering, all that fun stuff, which is, yeah, a lot harder for a single person, but if you have a team, you should go Unreal. Now, 10 years ago, if you wanted to make a 2D game, you would do either Game Maker or Unity, and then if you wanted a 3D game, you would do either Unity or Unreal. But things change so quickly, and in 5 to 10 years, I think obviously Godot is going to be just the jack of all trades, have everything, completely just, you know, corner on game development. So I wouldn't recommend, like with the way that things are going, I wouldn't recommend putting much time into other engines, just because this Godot has so much capability and it's getting more quickly. I made a feature, dude, I'm gonna keep ranting about that. Oh, this is working. I just can't see that it's working because of the overlay. So we next need a detection area, I guess. Well, what I should do is actually connect on body entered to the drill, and then on body exited to the drill. Sorry, I hope that answered your question, Guns. That was kind of like a full rant there. Basically what I'm doing here is the drill has a hitbox, so whenever an asteroid enters it, which is going to be... It's going to be masking the drill hitbox. So this collision shape needs to mask the drill hitbox. Then it needs to... Well, for now, we're just going to print body entered or exited. Body exited, just to see if this works yet. I'm going to need to increase the size a lot as well. So it's not working. And is that because it's disabled? Could be. So let's try this. Let's try... For the drill on body entered, let's try putting this, not masking the drill hitbox. Let's do it the other way. So let's just say it's on the drill hitbox and it's going to mask the asteroids. And then this should give us, the print. I don't know why it's not doing that. Interesting. Yeah, but why are Unity and Unreal Engine so large? Like Godot hardly takes 100 megabytes because of all the dependencies they have. Yeah, so that's another thing is typically for those game engines, they're a lot bigger. Obviously, have smaller teams. Depending on the size, right? So if you have a bad foundation, which is a lot of these game engines, they have a really bad foundation. The more code you add, the messier it's going to get, and then all of a sudden your game engine's super inefficient. So that's the main reason. Again, like Unity, when you go to test out your game, like if I wanted to test this out, I'd have to wait like forever for it to compile. And that's just because the engine sucks. Like under the hood, it's coded horribly. It's super buggy too. Like it's a mess. So it would take so much work to refactor that and actually make it efficient and coded well, that instead of doing that, they just allocate their time to, you know, like patching bugs, hard coding stuff in, and adding features, you know, as quickly as they can. So it's kind of just a mess. Like with free and open source, you get a ton of different perspectives that can optimize things, and there's people that want to work on refactoring things and basically making things over the top efficient, which like it's not necessary. Unity still runs. Unity is still great for making games, but it definitely does help the future proofing it a lot. And this is working. So disable doesn't... Okay, that's kind of annoying. So I think what's going on here is if I enable the collision shape while... Like it's enabled now. If I disable it... Oh crap. Bruh. Let's do this. Let's maybe just draw like a, say if is drilling, we're drawing a circle. And this way we can see it. So it flickers. It's not consistent. Oh, I thought I switched this. That must have been a VS Code issue. There we go. So now we should get the... Okay, so disabling doesn't do that. That's what I thought, so I guess that was confusing. That's why it was confusing. Quick question, if you don't mind, for a Godot project that's backed up on GitHub, what should you git ignore also working alone on a project? Do you push everything directly to master? So I typically, let's see, for my git ignore, Godot will now default set one up. So it has the Godot folder and then Android folder, obviously, and then if you have like an export folder, typically it's good to put your exports in the same folder for different builds and whatever. I would not recommend pushing that to GitHub or GitLab or whatever, just because those are going to be massive. So basically everything though, and I mean, depending on your workflow, like I sometimes will work on my laptop, and I like pushing project files. So like any Asprite files I have, I'll put those in a project files folder, and then I like pushing those as well. So really, I guess the rule of thumb is like if the file's massive, or it's something that's unique to your computer, like project settings, like let's say you had different resolution between your laptop and your desktop or something, anything that alters how the UI is set up or whatever, we would want it to be local. But other than that, just store everything. There's no really point in leaving things behind unless the files are too big or you don't need them everywhere. So I just started using it from your tutorial, but I'm quite uncertain. Yeah, I would just leave it as is. So like for the git ignore, use the one that Godot creates for you, and then maybe just like do this kind of thing, have like an exports folder, and then you can just chuck that in there. But I think that's fine. So let's see, when we're drilling, when an area is entered, we want to have a list of current areas, current asteroids, which is an array, and then we're going to say when a body is entered, let's say current asteroids dot append body, and then on exited we're going to be erase body, kind of like the interaction system. And yeah, no problem, Turbo. And then inside of the process function, well, actually we'll do that on a timer. So let's do a timer, and this will be drill damage tick, and it's going to auto start, and then we're going to do the wait time is like 0.4, or we'll do like 0.2. And then when this time's out, we'll just do a damage tick. So, oh my gosh, the VS Code thing happened again. That's really annoying. That is so annoying. It like reverts all my code. I might have to restart VS Code. Okay, we'll do this again. On area entered, we'll say current asteroids, which is an array. Area entered, current asteroids dot append. On area exited, current asteroids erase. Drill damage tick, we're gonna say for asteroid in current asteroids. And then we're gonna have them take damage. And then we are going to save this and then just close VS Code because I'm scared. Let's try re-enabling it. Don't break, please. Okay, we're good. And then we're gonna crash. So on the asteroid class, no way. Did it really? No way, it just did that again. Okay, it didn't. I thought it erased that again. Oh my gosh. Some issues still with using VS Code, but I think it's okay. Okay, cool. All right, asteroid script. We need a take damage function. And this is going to require an int. And then we're just going to have a var hit points, I guess. And then we're just going to set it equal to maybe like 20. And then take damage, we just subtract the amount. If HP is smaller than or equal to 0, then we queue free. We're going to need to do a note here. So note need particles. Cool. So we should be able to drill through asteroids. Cool. Sweet. So we just need some particle effects. And then we could also do main camera dot add trauma. We could add a bit of screen shake. That could be... Oh, we want to do it here. So let's do 0.2, see if that looks good. I want to change the orientation of the drill as well, because right now we can only drill to the left if we're facing up, and on the right if we're facing down, which is kind of odd. Okay, we need a bit more trauma. Let's bump it up to 4 or 0.5. Queue-free completely removes the object from instance freeing memory. Yes. So queue-free is going to queue the object to be freed. Freeing basically just deletes it. It just removes it from memory. So the reason you use queue-free typically is so that you can wait until the frame is done and all processes are resolved, and then it's going to free it. You can use just the free function like that, except typically that's a bit dangerous because there are like some possibilities that will, or scenarios that will crash Godot if you do that. So you just have to know what you're doing, and make sure nothing's going on with the object while you're calling free. I like that amount of screen shake. A little bit less. Whoops. And then let's add 1.0 when an asteroid gets destroyed. And then let's also say... My brain's braining right now. Turbo, what are you working on right now? Also, yo, what's up? Hope you're doing well. I cannot read that message, unfortunately, but I hope your day is going good. Let's do like an event. So let's go to the main camera. Basically what I'm gonna do is, not main world. Basically have a function like could I set intended zoom that quickly? What if I did that? Like intended zoom is default zoom plus a bit. So what if whenever they take damage, I set main camera.intended zoom equal to main camera.default zoom plus vector 2. What if I did like 0.25? So when you're drilling, it's gonna zoom in a bit. Working on slippery rigid bodies. Nothing exploded yet, surprisingly. Oh, that's good. Okay, so I should have a timer for this. I'm adding way too many features right now. Okay, damaged cooldown timer function ready. We make a new timer. We add it to the child as a child. We set the wait time to 0.5, and then we set. We need to start it here. So when they take damage, we start the cooldown timer on damage time out. Then we say, we can actually just call the reset zoom function. Like that. Okay. I think this will work. Not really reading through it much right now, but basically we're going to zoom in a bit when we damage something, and then it's going to zoom out if we stop damaging that. And we also add way too much trauma when they get destroyed. So we'll say 0.6. Actually, we'll do 7. I think that'll look okay. Now, I want to increase the size of the drill hitbox. And then also in the player, for the animations, let's deactivate this. And then anything, this should move the drill to the right side. Like that. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. And then we're just gonna rekey this in. Like that. How do you implement an object where it needs to be destroyed in the current player instance? Like the asteroid, but should persist throughout, so you don't have to instantiate it again for every level. So you're saying, like, you want to instance a scene and then have it stay there the entire game kind of thing? Like, just instantiate it once? This one I need to change the scale. It's going to be -1 on the X. And then we need to also change the position once again. So we'll key this in. And then, whoops. Is it bottom left? Yeah. We will key this in. And then for frame 2, we'll key this in. Yes, but be able to kind of hide it from the player. So, first instancing things one time for the whole game, you can use a singleton. So you probably already know, but if you go to project settings, then the globals tab, you can add either scenes or scripts as auto loads or singletons or globals or whatever you want to call them. And those are going to basically be loaded in one time when the game is started, when the application is started, and then they're going to exist on the root. So I have like a global script, and if I go to my remote tab, you can see that I have my scene, which is here, but then all my singletons, which are these ones, these are going to exist even if I change the world out. So if you want to hide it from the player, it's as easy as just making it invisible or moving it out of the view, I guess. It would depend on what you're specifically trying to do. Let's see if... Let's see if I can manipulate this a bit. I think this will look good. So let's try drilling. So we should be able to move around, and then we get like a nice little zoom in and some screen shake while we're drilling. And then I want to have a... I guess I want it to be a bit smoother. So first let's disable collision shapes, and then let's go to the main camera. And I think it was decay. I think if we reduce decay, it'll be a bit better. Camera as an auto load? Yeah. What I do with the camera is I have a main camera, and then if I want to grab focus of the camera, I can basically tell it to follow a specific object, and it's just going to adapt, and then that way I can have just one camera, since I don't like having multiple cameras, and then also just put all of my like screen shake and stuff into one place, so it's really easy to call from anywhere, instead of doing like get current camera or something like that. I did like that, but the trauma was still really high. So let's go into the drill. Oh wait, it's on the asteroid actually. We'll do like 0.07, and then when they get destroyed, we'll do 0.2. So it's also used for the main menu and everything. Yeah. And typically I put the menus on a canvas layer anyways, so I don't really need to like set the target of the camera for the menus. Hello, what are you working on? Hey, what's up, Lorenzo? If I'm saying that correctly. Working on a project for a game jam. And it's kind of like an outer space survival-ish kind of game. It's for the Godot Wild Jam. Close enough. Sorry. I'm going to completely butcher it. Lorenzo? Maybe? Did I get that right? We toned this down way too much as well. So I'm going to bump this up again. Something like Lorenzo. Okay, so I think the decay is okay. Now, one issue I had was when you're facing up, I think the drill, yeah, the drill goes behind, which is not great. So I want to put everything inside of its own, I want to put everything inside of its own canvas group. And this is going to break a lot of stuff, so we're going to need to fix that. Oh, that didn't even work. I can't do that. Ugh. Wait, I'm changing the Z index, aren't I? What is the game about? The game, you're going to be trapped in space because your spaceship broke down. So it's going to be kind of going around mining stuff and trying to rebuild your ship so that you can escape. And then there's going to be monsters attacking you, which should make it interesting. So my player just broke. I don't know what I did, but the player just broke. Like, that's not exactly correct here. How did that happen? How did it rotate? What was the theme of the jam? The theme is frozen, or freeze. So my idea was kind of like if you're stuck in space, you have like a time limit until you freeze. So you're trying to work against the clock. You know what? I think it's okay. I don't need to fix that. Sound effects and stuff are going to make it better, so we'll just work with that. I do think it's a bit dark. Do you guys think it's dark? I do have my monitor color calibrated, so I might want to add like a brightness setting. It's dark. Okay. Yeah, because I feel like On a lot of monitors, you won't be able to see this, especially if they're not color calibrated. I mean, it's supposed to be dark, it's just not supposed to be completely invisible, so. I mean, lights could help a bit, so I have this light on the player. Having a toggle would be really helpful. You get more points in accessibility. Okay. I was trying with this light, though. This might fix things. Except, I don't know, what do you guys think of this? This definitely adds a style, because it makes the player more white. I think that could be good. I just don't want to like completely, the circle around the player looks weird. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of like, I don't want it to be super noticeable. So what if I tried doing, because this is a gradient. So what if I instead, well, let's see. I should have it about there if I want correct fall off. Maybe I'd make the starting alpha a bit less. It's a lot more subtle. That might be a bit better. Looks good. Okay. So let's add some particle effects for drilling. Works on my $20 monitor. Let's go. Well, you know what? Actually, maybe I just add a settings menu quick. So scripts, autoloads, go to the GUI, and then do settings container, and then we'll just do a VBox in the center of the screen. Wait a second, this needs to be full coverage. This one is in the center. Give it a minimum size of like, let's see, it would be about 200, right? Or let's do a bit higher. 400 by 800. That's 8700. That's not what I wanted. Okay. So inside of here, I'm gonna change the UI later. Like I need all the buttons and whatever, but let's just do this. And then also I should have kind of like a focus on this, I guess. So we're gonna copy this radial gradient, and I'm just gonna stick that on here. And then if I set my, let's do this, let's duplicate this, and then I want to override with the new gradient. Basically, I'm just trying to figure out whoops, not that one. Oh, I messed everything up. No. how much the fall off is. So if I bring this closer, then we'll have a better focus on the settings. You know? Cool. Radial. Oh, you know what I did, though? I didn't make it unique. There we go. So now we should be able to get when the settings is toggled. We should be able to just show and hide it, and then it will it'll work. So let's give these a minimum size. We'll say like a Y of 50, or maybe 80. Yeah, that works. And then for the actual button, I want to increase the size of the text, which is in here. Cool. You have made a lot of tutorials on YouTube. Yes. I haven't made that many, but I think it's around 50-ish. But always happy to help people out. That's kind of the reason I'm doing it. This one doesn't have mouse filter on. Okay, is there anything else that doesn't have mouse filter on? Or has a mouse filter? I guess it would be these ones. Let's try that. Cool. And then I want to disable the focused. I don't really like the focused box. That's always making an outline around my buttons. Doesn't look good for games. It's better. Okay, so when we hit escape, we want to spawn that in. So let's add a new action. We'll say escape menu, and then this is going to be hitting escape or hitting, what would it be, start, home, or should it be, yeah, I think it's this one, home. And then we do a quick function underscore input event if input dot, or we'll say if event dot is action just pressed. Escape menu. Then we want to make sure settings container gets toggled. How did you decide to make tutorials? It was kind of something that I've always been inspired to do because I obviously grew up doing game development. So it's kind of something where like I watched a lot of tutorials growing up and I want to like pay that forward, you know, give back to the community and have something that can help others out as well. Bruh. How did I just do that? It's like kind of detecting the button, but not really. Maybe I do a different button. Yeah, I don't know. I really enjoy making tutorials and helping people out, so kind of just got inspired from other people who did it. Well, could I do like the plus key? Oh, that is the start button. Okay, cool. That's the one I want. And then I just want to disable input while the menu is here. So we want to start the settings container not visible. And then I want to say, isn't it just get tree.pause? Yeah. So we can literally just hit start. It's going to pause the game. And then I guess that's going to pause us too. So we don't want the process mode of this to inherit. We just want to say it's always enabled. So we're now able to actually get out of the settings, which is perfect. And then we also want to turn this radial gradient into more of a something that we can fade in. So I want to have like an intended, yeah, this kind of thing. So we should have a process function. We're just going to lerp towards the gradient's alpha value. So we can say var intended opacity. So equal to 1, and then we're just going to say radial gradient dot modulate dot a equals lerp modulate dot a to intended opacity, and then we can just set intended opacity. So here we want to say intended opacity equals 0, and here it's going to be 1. So let's see if that works. I think I have it backwards. I do. And then I kind of want to excuse me. I kind of want to try with without the other gradient, because I have two basically overlapped. So if we pause, it's going to kind of darken everything. Which I kind of like. I think that's pretty good. I don't know. I feel like I should have another gradient, you know? Maybe not. Maybe that's good. Looking good, much further than me. I got my first basic level outlined, and that's it. Thank you. What type of a game are you making? I saw a lot of people doing platformers this time, which is kind of interesting. I was initially going to go with a platformer and then thought of this idea. Okay, so I need some sort of interact thing, though. Let's implement the interact system. Robots. What's your take on the freeze theme? My kind of idea was like with using space as freeze, like physically frozen. But I know a lot of people were playing with time, or like freezing, as in like silence, I guess. Last time I did platformers, everyone said they hated platformers. Yeah, platformers are interesting because platformers used to be like all the rage or whatever. And I feel like they were kind of popping up everywhere, especially like when I was getting into game development, everyone made a platformer. But I think they're fun. They can be fun, but I definitely think that there's not enough variety in the genre. Like, there's only so much you can add to a platformer, and I feel like a lot of people don't really add more than that. There was a really cool game, though. You know what, I'll need to remember what it's called. I just wishlisted it. Kiora. Okay. Kiora, however you say this. So this game looks insane. And it's platformer-like, but it's made by the people who made Core Keeper. So looks really interesting, and it's a survival game. So basically Terraria, but I don't know, it looks really cool to me, and I really like Core Keeper. So I haven't played much Terraria, but I'm definitely going to be trying this out, because obviously things aren't like square blocks. It's like an adaptive map. But this would be a fun style of platformer to do, more of like a survival, instead of the typical, getting through levels and whatever. Yeah, robots freezing and equipment freezing the tasks from being completed. Okay, that's kind of cool. So are you a robot, or are you like fighting against the robots? What was I was just gonna do something. Oh, interaction. That looks good. Yeah, it looks really cool. It's called Kiora, or Kiora, however you say that. So let's add, I want like tasks. Like an objective container. And this is gonna have, dude, my voice hurts so much. I can't talk. I've been streaming too much this week. But we're gonna keep going. We're not stopping until the game is finished. Okay, so for tasks, objectives. This is gonna be anchored top left. We're gonna have a V-box. This V-box is going to be about yay big. And then inside of the V-box, we're going to have something called an H-box. And this is going to have a custom minimum size of 50. And then I want to expand this, so we'll have a label that is going to expand and fill. And then I want to see what happens if I... Okay, that's exactly what I want. So actually we'll make this a really rich text label. And then I'm going to save this branch as a scene inside of the UI. We're going to say objective entry.tscn. And then I basically can use BB code to make the objectives look cool. So I want a text box icon that I can use. So do new 16 by 16. Make this white. And then basically just do a little round box. And then I'm going to save this in textures, icons, check box underscore icon underscore texture .png. And then I can load this into my BB code. So I just need to remember I need to remember the syntax for parsing BB code, because you're able to put an icon in it. So let's see. Let's search for icon or texture. I was playing with BB code for dialogues in a project the other day. It's so cool what you can do. Yeah, it's really neat. Another thing you can do is you can use print rich for the output. So in my main project, I have basically all of my messages are color coordinated. So you can make things bold or different sizes, different colors, and also print like textures into the output, which is kind of nice. And I kind of want to do a video on that because not a lot of people know about that, but okay, so it's image. So if I do path to image, go to my icons, copy path, like that. Oh, it needs to be a texture 2D. Wait a second. So you're saying I have to make a resource? Texture 2D. What if I made an image texture? So what is this? Checkbox underscore icon underscore texture. This seems a little weird. We'll see if it works though. Wait a second, that's not right. Texture.png. Can I not use PNGs?
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake.
Get out of here, Princess Peach. Okay, inserts an image. Do I get an example of that? I want to search for just that because that seems a little odd. Godot BB code image. BB code in the text. Dude, how did I do that? Expected type texture 2D. Is that not a texture 2D? It's a compressed texture 2D. All right, let's just try it. Screw it. Create new resource. We'll do an atlas texture. And then I'm just gonna chuck in my icon. And then we'll try doing this, I guess. Resource file not found. Do I have to reload this? I was playing with, oh wait, I already read that one. Thought I saw something pop up. Oh, also, do you guys want music? I don't know if people like playing their own music, or if they like having it play through here. Let's try reloading. That might fix it. Because I have music playing for me. I don't think you guys can hear it though. Can you? We hear it on Twitch. Oh, okay, cool. My sources a lot of the times get messed up. Okay, so why is it saying file not found? On YouTube as well. Okay, cool. You guys can hear it then. Sweet. I guess I should be playing royalty-free music. We'll just play Game Chops. I know they're royalty-free. I think they are. Oh, I gotta credit them. I should probably do that. Let's credit them quick. How do I edit video? There we go. There we go. We now have a fixed stream. We're good. Don't worry about it, guys. Wait, how do I get to the... How do I get back to the stream? There we go. Sweet. Okay, so does anyone know how to fix this issue? Because I think I'm loading the texture correctly, right? Here are the docs. So it says for image, you put in image and then the path and then back or / image, which I'm doing. And then it says you can define the width and height if you want. So let's search that issue up. Godot BB code image not found. Do I have to load it first? Is that it? I think I have to load it. That's probably it. Let's try that. So we'll make a script for these. We'll put it in scripts. UI. Objective entry. So we're going to say on ready var, or actually we'll do an export. That makes more sense. Export var. Label equals, or label is a type rich text label. And we'll have a setup function which requires text, and then we're going to just say label that text equals text. But we're also going to do a load. So we'll say var icon texture equals preload. And then we're going to pass in that checkbox. Just like that. Sweet. Okay, so text is equal to, let's try doing, assigning the label, and then let's try doing a default setup. So on the ready function, let's call setup, and then we'll pass in test objective, and then we're basically going to say string of let's try this. Okay, wait, this guy has the error. Oh, wait, image resources can't be displayed, only their pixel data. Okay. So I have to change, I think I have to change how it's imported to an image, right? So let's go to the import for this. Import as image. Let's try that. And then we will copy back that image BB code. Which is used by putting square brackets, image, and then curly brackets, path, and then square brackets, / image. Okay, that didn't even work either. Wow, that just doesn't work. It's kind of weird. Did it? Wait a second, wait a second. Maybe it did work. I guess we'll just do it this way, even though this annoys me. I've literally gotten that to work before, so I don't know why it's doing that. We're just going to change this back to a standard label. And then change the size of the font. And then also position this at the top, like that. And then for the H box, I think it's, yeah, it has a custom minimum size, so we'll have to change that. Yo, thanks for the follow above. Hope your day is going well. Yo, how's it going? We're currently working on a space game. Here, let me add a margin to this quick. And then I will show you what it's all about. Let's give it like a margin of 10. So I'm doing my own game too. Nice. For the same game jam. Yeah, for the same game jam. Nice. Okay, so here's what we got. We're just a little spaceship dude. Oh my, did my controller disconnect? Oh no, it didn't. You can move around, and then you're basically going to be trying to rebuild your ship. So, drill through things, collect materials, and then try to escape before you freeze. Which should be kind of fun. And then you can go inside the ship. And I need to make a walking animation and then also the internals of the ship. But it should be pretty swish. For which jam you making game? So it's for the whatever it is, Godot Wild Jam, the 76th one. Is that what you meant? I think that's what you meant. Let's increase the scale of these. I think if I increase the size of the label, it should work. So if I do like 40, or let's do 35. And then the texture rect, we should do expand, right? Wait a second, what if we did keep aspect centered, and then I change the scale of this one? Maybe. Well, I could do scale, and then if I just change it to not expand, right? Like that. I think that looks all right. Needs to be a bit smaller. More like that. I make game that is so complicated. What type of a game are you working on? .3D, half horror, half detective. Nice. How far are you so far? 3D was kind of what I wanted to do, but it's really ambitious. So I hope you get that finished. I'm gonna be playing all the games probably on stream once the submissions are due. So I'll probably get a chance to play that one, which should be fun. Okay, so objectives work. We just need a way to like add these. I do want at the top of the V box just another label. We could just say like current objectives, increase the size a bit. And then I want to make these smaller by quite a bit. Wait, this margin container needs to be a lot smaller. And then the V-box should... Oh, no. The H-boxes should align on the center. And then for the label... We shouldn't have a custom minimum size. Right? Just woke up with a spider the size of my palm directly above me. Bro, that is... Okay. That is brutal. Oh, man. Dude, I can't even... I live in a place that's really cold. So we don't really get a lot of spiders, but... Spiders are horrible. I cannot do spiders. Like, there was a time I woke up with a spider, like, right next to my wall. Like, right back there. And it was, like, this big. That's, like, the biggest we get them. And that was brutal. I hate that. That's not fun. I want to see what this looks like on... Well... I need like some spacing on the sides of these. That's insane. What kind of spider is that big though? Cause like the biggest spiders we have are wolf spiders, I think. Yeah, they don't get that big. I'm not even gonna pull up pictures. I cannot do that. I'm gonna get permanently scarred for the rest of the day. Is that UI like too distracting? Should I add more margin? Usually it's our huntsman spider, which can grow indefinitely. We have photos of some the size of dinner. Oh man, that's brutal. It's too small when it's not full screen. Yo, what's up, Mars? How's it going? Okay, I feel like that's good. Decent placement for the objective panel. Can you guys read that fine? I have so much text on the screen. I'm sorry about that. I need to figure out what I'm doing with these chats, because if I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch, I need to like condense these. Just remove them. Why am I putting them on the screen? Some people like to see their message go on the screen, but I'll take this one off, and then I'll hide the other one for now. Yeah, maybe I just hide them. I guess it's just, yeah, it's too much. I feel like I don't like having a ton of text on the screen, but like, if I can find a way to combine Twitch and YouTube, that might be good, just so you can see other people's messages, but I don't know if people really want that. Now it's better. Should I hide this one? What do you guys think? Votes on if I hide this chat or leave it in. Mars just stressing over this game jam. It's honestly brutal. I think I have too much to do, so I'm stressing a lot as well. I have too many things I tried to put in here. How do you guys get sound effects for games? I'm having such a hard time. Okay, so I'll help you out here. If you want just retro sound effects, BFXR. Search for BFXR, and it's gonna be an itch link. So it looks like this. It's just called BFXR. So this will be for generating like retro sound effects, and I think there's a newer version of it as well, but it's pretty good. That's how I typically do it. Otherwise, FL Studio, but FL Studio is like $300, so probably not a good option if you don't have it. YouTube chat segregation. There's honestly quite a bit of YouTube viewers today, which is nice. I thought that if you streamed to Twitch as affiliate, you weren't allowed to stream to YouTube as well. So that's why I wasn't doing multi-streaming, but apparently you can, so... I'm gonna load in my objective entry scene. This is getting really messy, and I need to take a break here in a minute to get water and stuff. But we'll do this, and then I'll take a quick break. So var, I'll actually make it a constant. We'll do objective scene, and set it equal to preload. This one, and then in the ready function, I guess we also want an export var for like objective VBox. make to have LAN multiplayer? That's way over scope. I want to add multiplayer to a game like this eventually because I really want a multiplayer game. Like, I think space exploration / survival multiplayer would be a really fun game to make. I feel like there's only retro sound effects online. Yeah, typically people... Those are easy to make, so it's pretty saturated. You can... I don't know if AI is allowed in... I don't know if AI is allowed in game jams, typically. I think typically it's not. But if you go to 11 Labs, 11 Labs lets you generate sound effects, and typically they're pretty good. So I was going to look into that for my main game, because I'm going to need a lot of different variety for sound effects. So having AI generated stuff as a base and then working with that in FL Studio is kind of a good option. Do peer-to-peer with Steam. Yeah, that's what I kind of want to do. The plan is to put this on Steam when I release it, and then, yeah, I'll have peer-to-peer. Hopefully, if I do any updates or whatever, because I want to turn this into, like, a game. So if it's fun, I'll add multiplayer and all that fun stuff. For the V-Box, though, let's have a initial... clear objective entries, and then for child in VBox, get children child.queue free, and then we'll say actually we'll say for child index in objective VBox dot get child count. And then we're going to say get child at childindex.queueFree. And we're only going to do that if child index is not equal to 0. So this is just going to skip first label child. And then we can call this at ready. And it did not do anything. Let's go. Oh, I didn't do this. Perfect. Oh, you need to pay $100, right? Yeah. I think it's $100 to upload to Steam. And then you get, I think you get some of the money or most of the money back once you make a specific amount of sales. I haven't looked at that in a while. I forget what it is exactly. Yeah, I don't really like the idea of using generated code audio. Yeah. I know, it's kind of weird. You get back money at 1K. Okay, I think that's what I was thinking. Is it 1K sales or 1K dollars? Probably 1K dollars, right? And yeah, for the AI stuff, I feel like using AI as a base, kind of like a tool, is okay. So look, if I had AI generate parts of a sound effect, and then I kind of put things together and did my sound effect design in FL Studio, I feel like that'd be okay. Because at the end of the day, it's just like a tool. It's just like using something else. Like, if I want a shatter sound effect, I can either buy a glass that I can shatter, or I can get something free from someone else that shattered glass, or I can AI generate it and save money on a glass, and it's technically the same tool, and I'm technically going to have to still do work to make it fit the game. So I guess that's how I'm looking at it. You get back money, you get $100 back at 1K downloads. Okay. So let's have a function to add objective, and then we're going to do the text, and we're going to say new objective instantiate, and then did that really? Oh wow, that really just worked. So at the start, I think when we load in, we should have the player add an objective. So in the ready function, let's do GUI.add objective. Search the ship for clues about the accident. And then we should get like an initial objective there. Search the ship for clues about the accident. Cool. Sweet. We need drill effects and sound effects and stuff like that. Oh, there is a glitch that I don't like. These timers need to be one shot. More like that. I prefer to make my own website and upload my game there rather than Steam. I guess that's an interesting approach. Do you use like Itch or anything? Because Itch is a really good platform for just free uploads. I should also probably push. I haven't pushed in a while. Drill, damage, UI, objectives. Let's push that. Sweet. All right, I think next up we need to make the drill completely functional, create inventory, stuff like that. Cool. All right, so I'm gonna take a quick break here. So thank you to everyone who has currently been watching. We're gonna do a bit more work, and then I have to go in. What would it be? 3 hours. So I'll have to be done in about 2 to 3 hours. But I'll just take a quick break, and I will be right back. So give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Just had to get a quick chunk of food, get some more energy in me. All right. Objectives. I want objectives to have a global singleton for them. Wait, do I have this? Also, thank you for the follow, Sleepy Lazy Panda. And also thank you for following Had Drink. I'm not sure how you see that, but let's make an enum or make a constant. Objectives is going to be equal to dictionary. And then for each objective entry, so like this one will be search ship. We're gonna give this a message inside of global, which will make this a bit easier to deal with. So then when we do GUI add objectives, we actually want to have the input. Well, yeah, it's going to be a string. So input is going to be global.objectives.search ship. Cool. And then when we remove that, we know that we know the index of it, so it's a lot easier to find. We can just do a quick text matchup. Also, I want to hide this. Also scale chat down a bit. Like that. Yo, what's up, Sable Spirit Studio? How's it going? You working on any games right now? I don't like the hitbox of the drill. Needs to be quite a bit bigger. Maybe like that. I just want it to be easy to drill things. Just got the notification for the stream. Currently working on an idle game about crystals. Cool. Are you doing it for a game jam, or is this just like a solo project? Your own kind of thing? Okay, so I'm wondering, can I have 3 asteroids being drilled on? That will probably kind of mess things up a bit. Come on, come on. Yeah. Do I just change how the drill works? Probably not. I'm gonna keep it as is. We might change it later, but Oh, this is really overwhelming. I guess next is walk animations for the player. Was a project I made for a tutorial series and got hooked. Now I want to see how far the prototype will go. Nice. I should have done that with my, the first Godot game I ever made was that classic, like, it was Heart Beasts tutorial. But I should have kept going with it. Because I did really like the project structure and stuff. Would have been a fun one to work with. Basically, I'm just trying to make this guy look like he's standing here for a walking animation. So I think that's all right. It doesn't need to be perfect because he's so zoomed out anyways. So I guess just make a new, copy this frame over. Something like that. The focus is for real here. I'm slightly concerned about the poor viewers who had to go from let's go to the base, get the basics to alright now. I'll just wildly stream pure chaotic prototyping, don't mind me. You talking about my viewers? That's kind of a weird animation. I think it's okay. I've done streams like this in the past. I think people typically tend to some people like to enjoy them. And I should branch out into more types of content. I need to do more devlogs and stuff. your crystal project. Probably just go with 2 timelines, one for stream prototype and one for tutorial. Okay, nice. I thought you were talking about my stream and I was like, I should check out your channel. Let me click on it. I'll subscribe. There you go. You earned a subscriber. I think I've seen your videos around every now and then, but I think like actually last week I just started seeing your videos, so. Okay. So we need one more frame here. Whoops, this should be Alt B. And then this one is going to be let's see, we're going dun, dun. So this one, the arm should swing out in the front like this. Something like that. This is obviously kind of crazy here. You know what, it should probably be about like this, and then I can do that. I really hate doing messy animations, but sometimes a game jam is a game jam. New here, discovering. At least the game concept is easy to understand. Hitting rocks with elaborated sticks. You'll have to, when are you... Or wait, you said it wasn't for a game jam, never mind. I'll have to watch videos about it. Because I saw you had... Yeah. I'll watch some stuff on that. Looks interesting. I'm looking at the right one, right? It's like these videos. Or do you have like a playlist for it? Mostly experienced 1 hour game jams. I have not done a 1 hour game jam yet. But it sounds extremely difficult. How many of those have you done? New Idol series? Okay, cool. I'll have to give that a watch. Okay, so for this one, the leg is about here. Like this, I think. Let's be more baggy. I don't know, does that look okay? I'm looking at the walking. I think it's fine for this game. It's really scuffed, but you know, we're good. Looks so funny. It's actually quite fun. I used to do those on Hyper Game Dev streams on Fridays. Games are super basic, but can be surprisingly innovative. I've been watching Hyper for a bit, and maybe I should do one of those. You said it's on Fridays? Oh, they're live right now. Nice. My art skills being limited to stickmen on paint. This looks great to me. Well, thanks. What did this take, like 15 minutes maybe? There's not perfect pixels, you know, but it's a good 4-frame walk animation. So let's reverse it. I think for, whoops. For the up direction, we just want to basically flip everything and then move it and then take off the helmet. And that should give us a good base. So Alt H, oh wait, no, Shift H. And then for each of these, we just want to copy this head. Like that. What's the shape I do for this one? A triple? Like that. Yo, cheap viewers on stream, boo! Whoa, whoa! I'm gonna buy some cheap viewers, guys. Get that crap out of here. Where are you? You will be banished. I once tried to make a pixel art potion. When I looked at it the next day, I was like, why did I make a chicken leg? Classic. I mean, if it was a chicken leg potion, maybe. Maybe it turns your character into the great chicken overlord. This head shape, I hate the head shape. What the heck? I almost hate this head shape more than my own head. No, that is right. It goes here. Yo, what's up, Freaky Autumn? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. We are currently animating. Oh, you know what? I guess I should change my my status. There we go. And then the walking, we're gonna have to shift. We're gonna have to shift stuff around. Because this is now behind him. Like this. Nice, I just made breakfast. Gonna get back into it. Nice. Well, brunch. It's noon. Come on. You can't be sleeping in on game jam days. That's not allowed. Disrespectful. Just working with the arms now. Oh, I guess this frame is the same. Like that. I was up a while ago, just needed a break. I did a lot yesterday, nice. I'm like already getting burnt out. And it's day 3, right? It's not good. Today needs to be productive as well. And I gotta go in like less than 2 hours. But I think I'll stream tonight again as well. Okay, so here this one goes. This one is more like angled the other way because this is not that arm anymore. So this should be more like that. Man, my cough. Sorry, you guys have to listen to that. Like, when I talk a ton, I just get so, like, I can't breathe. Because I have allergies. So, I'm, like, coughing up a storm here. I'll just need to mute every time I... Yeah, anyways. You guys don't want to hear that crap. For how long have you been jamming? It has been since Friday night. My boss doesn't leave all the way till January 7th. Make a few sprites at work this week. Classic. Dude, I wish I had a job where I could do computer stuff at work. This one needs to be like hanging down less or something. I don't know what's up with this. This is like... It's giving me the creeps. Like, what is going on with this arm? Is that it? Yeah, I think that's better. Now we just need to make the feet a bit better. I would like to not drive so far. Oh wait, it's nice that my commute 80 minutes each way. Holy cow. That's insane. Yeah, my current work is like 15 minutes at the most, which is really nice. But I never realized just how lucky that is. Work in Seattle, not far. Just oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I live out in the middle of like nowhere. Well, not really, but definitely no traffic where I am. Feel you. I've had 2 1 month. What is that word? I'm not familiar with that word. Call me stupid. Oh, it's bronchitis. I was assuming it was something else. Dang. Sorry about that. Signed up for any of the big jams so far. I signed up for the pirate software. Yeah, I signed up for that one. Let's see. I'm not in many. These are the current jams I'm in. So, pirate software, Godot Wild Jam, but I also joined this one. So, this one has like a huge prize pool. Except I don't think I'll be able to do it because it's gonna have a ton of teams, so I don't know if I want to spend a full month making a game just for it to get like 10,000th place. When's the pirate software one? Starts in a month. Dude, 8,000 people, that's huge. January 17th to 31st. I wish I'd counted the cough I've edited out. At some point it was stupidly hilarious. I cough in sync with the video I was editing. No, seriously, I cough so much when I'm editing, or when I'm recording. Like, it's so annoying. But yeah, this one. So this one goes from January 2nd to that one. I feel like I won't be able to do well in this. It's like boss rush. But first place is $1,200, which would kind of be nice, you know? Oh, I just closed my window. All right, let's finish up this animation. Ah, that's not a good choice. I don't like that pixel. What the heck? Get that music out of here. Okay, is that okay? There are the walk animations. Do those look weird, or are those okay? More cheap viewers. Or wait, I'm looking at old chat. What the heck? I need to get to the live chat. Okay, guys, rate the animation. It's obviously kind of slow. What's the key to 120? Let's do that. Rate the animation. He do be walking. He he's schmovin'. Wouldn't be able to do better there. It's, I don't know. I think it's okay. I mean, you can tell that he's walking, and you can tell which direction he's facing, so I feel like it's okay. Is the last one moving to the left? No. I guess you can't tell which direction he's going. Above average for a jam entry, thank you. This one is going to be moving diagonally, so like towards the top right. So the reason I'm doing isometric is because with isometric I only need to animate 2 directions, whereas with top down I need to animate a side direction, a down direction, and then an up direction, potentially 2 sides, so it turns into 3 or 4 directions. So isometric is a lot easier for game jams. So let's save that. That looks good. I think we can just overwrite it, and then let's see if it broke the player. Do our animations still work? They do. We're saved. It's like those optical illusions. Half the population will see it moving towards the left. Yeah, exactly. Do you see a man in a spacesuit or an old lady with a broom? Put your answers in now. Okay, so... Oh, I don't have an idle animation. Ah. Can I just use... I could just use... What the heck? What the heck? Let's just use idle ship. And then we will import the sprite sheet, but what I want to do is for the idle, we only want to use these 2. And this one will be run ship. And for this one, we want to use all the frames, like that. Asteroid barooming, that's a concept. Space cleaner, cleaning the decorative rocks of the company. That could be interesting. I need to draw more asteroids. Because there's kind of a lack of asteroid variation right now. Okay, so we have space idle, so I want to basically copy this. We're going to call it ship underscore idle underscore back left. Oh, crap. I need to duplicate this. So ship underscore idle underscore back left. This one will assign the animation to idle ship. And then the frame is going to be... frame 1, right? Back left. Flip H. Z index needs to be -1. Position. I need to hide the lights again. This is getting irritating. Okay, position of the tool controller needs to be there. Okay. we do the same thing for duplicating space idle back right. Ship idle back right. Right, and then this one is setting the animation to idle ship, setting the frame to 0. No, frame is 1 again. And then Z index is -1. Position key can be deleted. And position of the drill is going to be about there. Cool. And let's do the same for space idle. Oh my gosh, I did this wrong. This is top right. This should be top right. I thought B was for back. It's for bottom. My own naming convention was the bane of me. Or whatever. Okay, ship idle top left, top right. And then we... Let's dupe this one. Ship idle, this time it's bottom left. And then frame is 1 in this case, right? No, frame is 0. Got that mixed up too. And then Z index is fine. Tool controller can go right there. And then we want space idle bottom right. Duplicate this to ship idle bottom right. Delete this frame again. Idle ship frame 0. Flip H is false. Delete position. Change position. Position. Can't say that. There we go. So now I can set up a blend space for idle. I want run to be its own state, I guess. So let's make animations for those. So we'll duplicate from idle. And then we'll do top right first. Okay. So this is the ship underscore run underscore top right. The length is going to be 4. And then I can change the speed scale in the blend spaces, or the whatever they're called, the tree thing. So for run, we're going to switch this to run underscore ship. And then the frames are going to be 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then we're not flipping the H. And then we want to set... Is Z index correct? -1. Okay, cool. So let's do this. We'll change the position of the tool here. 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 And there. Like that. And this will look good when it's sped up, obviously. So let's duplicate this to ship underscore run underscore top left. And this one we will enable flip H. And then we're gonna set the scale of these to -1 and then move the position as well. Now we just need run down left, or bottom left, I guess is what I was calling it. And right, so ship underscore run underscore bottom left. This one we will be setting the frame to 0 through 4, I think. Or 0 through 3. Oh, you know what? I forgot. We need to add an extra frame to all of these. So what are we on? Bottom left. So wait, ship run top left needs to have one more frame, which is going to be this one. And then also that position.
All I see in this dark room are pills.
Like that. And then ship run top right, same thing, length of 5. Duplicate this frame, and then duplicate this position.
I like the cherries. Yes, the cherries are good.
I've been using number for animation directions based on the keyboard pad. Number for animations directions. Okay. So you're saying like 4 directional? Oh, I'm so stupid. I already thought of that. Oh my gosh, guys, it's been a long weekend. Ship underscore run underscore bottom right. This one will not flip the H. And then we just need to change the position. Okay, so Z index is going to be weird here. It's going to be like, here it wants to go behind. So this has to switch to -1. Like that. Top right is 9, bottom left is 1. When in doubt, check the keyboard. Wait. Top right is 9. Bottom left is 1. So you're saying like instead of my bottom right syntax here, just use like a number? Yo, thanks for following. Slartifastbard? Slartifastbard. That's an interesting name. Thank you for following. We are glad you are here. Ship_run. We're going to do that. I'm making a really quick blend tree for this. Wait. Just so that these can go into each other. And then for the idle blend tree, I want to basically just copy this node. So ship_idle. So we get a blend space 2D. We name it ship_idle_ blend space 2D. Connect it to a timescale. And then for this one, I think I'm going to need to remember this. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm just going to call you Slart, okay? How is your day going, Slart? Are you working on any projects right now? Okay, so we have a point at -5. It's all divisible by 5 except the bottom is at 6 on the y. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this would be down, so bottom left. Idle, so ship idle bottom left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ship idle bottom right. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then add another one. So this one is ship idle top left. This one is ship idle top right. Am I correct? Cool. Finally caught you live. I checked your VODs from the Godot channel. Your game is looking sick. Thank you. Here, I could do a quick playtest in a second. I just need to get the state machine working for this guy. Okay, so what I say, bottom is, which is actually the top, is going to be an extra 0.1 offset. So ship run. It's kind of the same thing. Blend space. We'll do ship_run_blend space 2D. Connect this one to a timescale. This one I want to speed up. So I'm going to set the default to 2.5. And then I want to add in the same points. This is ship run. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here is bottom left. So ship_run bottom. That's the wrong one. Bottom left. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is ship run bottom right. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the offset is ship run top left. This thing still confuses me with the inversed axes in Godot. It's still annoying to deal with. And then let's try this one out. So let's play ship run. And then let's go to Oh, I don't think I made the position tracks discrete. Maybe I did? Oh, it's in here. It's the blending inside of here. Invert axis? Yeah, so like when you have a blend space set up, technically the top is the bottom. So if my axis is down on the Y, it's gonna be up in here, which is super annoying to think about. You have to like convert it every single time. Also, the time scale needs to be like 7. Yo, bros, dancing to the music. Swag confirmed. Yo, thanks for the follow, even Steven. Hope you're doing well. This guy's jamming out. Okay, I'm jamming out too, even though I don't really like Sonic. Not really a Godot thing. Software in general, because pixels are down. Yeah, so Godot technically does it in correlation with software or whatever. But most game engines convert that internally. So like if you're working with Game Maker, up is going to be positive on the y-axis and down is negative. Same with like, I don't know what other game engines, Stencil, and I'm not sure if Unity does it. I think Unity does it, but I'd have to check. But it's just annoying to get used to with, like, it's not as big of a deal here because you can visualize it more, but with blend spaces, it's like just one more thing to think about, in my opinion. So let's change, we need all the paths to these. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make an enum for the state. We're gonna have idle. Space. How about we have space underscore idle, ship underscore idle, and then ship underscore run. And then how about I do this setup where I have the state keys. And these ones need to correspond to the tree. So space idle, ship run. Like that. And then those need to also correspond to these ones. So space idle, I need to get ship idle. Put that one here. And then I need to get ship run. And stick that one here. And then inside of the animate, wherever that is, I can have that. So state machine.travel to I think that'll do it. So apart from this, it's just setting the state. So if we're not moving, we're going to say if. I actually want to go to this one. Location state. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna say when we aren't moving, if location state is equal to space, then state equals space idle. Or wait, we don't want to do that. So we just say state equals space.idle. Okay. Forced maze going hard. Yeah. Let's go. Wish I could like turn on some rave lights or something. Okay, wait, so we're just gonna set it to idle, space idle, if input vector. We're gonna say if location state is equal to location state dot ship. Then we're gonna set state to ship idle. And then else if we're moving, we're going to say if location state is equal to ship, then we're going to set state to ship run. And that should do it. Okay, let's see how this looks. That's dumb. That's absolutely stupid. State is 1. What the heck is 1? Do we just have to spawn in the ship to have this work? I think that was it. Just have it spawn in the ship. Cool. What if you start outside of your ship and your goal is to find the ship? That's your first objective. So like when we start the state, it would be to space idle. And then when you start the game, what if you're like way out here? There's something. And then your first objective is to find the ship. Wait, why is it doing that? There we go. That fixed it. So the game starts with the player being so drunk he's lost his ship. Why not? Yeah. He just had a crazy night last night. Jumped out of his ship. Deep space kind of vibes, you know the vibes. So his first goal is obviously to recover, you know. Get back to the ship, figure out what the heck happened, find his friends. He also has a flippin' migraine. He's hungover. I'm thinking like you got in an accident, you just like, I don't know, fell out of the ship or something. So objective 1, you're like, whoa, I'm a spaceman, and then you have to find your ship, and then you go like looking for clues and whatever, and then figure out what happened, and then you figure out like, hey, I should probably repair the ship because it doesn't work, and then that's when you start encountering monsters and stuff. If I even get that far, I might not be able to implement monsters. So let's make a different objective, which I think is in global. So another objective, find your ship. There we go. This is why you always wear your spacesuit in the ship. Never know when it's gonna spit you out. Yep. Classic. I mean, this is just OSHA procedures, so you can't argue. I kind of want to move the camera to the player when we start as well, just so we don't get that like just so it doesn't like, well, what the heck? That didn't work. I'm trying to move the camera, and it doesn't really like that. Maybe we put a setter function on this. Just say global. Set the global position to it. Why does it do that though? Can I just call it deferred? Would that work? Nope. Okay, why can't I change the camera's position? Not that, I didn't want to click that. Let's try changing the position to like 1000. It's like keeping acceleration or something. Maybe this will do it. Man. I have no clue what's going on here. Maybe I just move everything aside. Wait, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. What do we call this? More animations. I'm getting burnt out. I might need to recharge before I add more features. This is getting difficult. We can play with the controller though. That's kind of fun. Looks very nice. Thank you. I'm really excited to draw the rest of this ship. I think it'll be fun. And I want more like debris and stuff floating. Or debris. Floating in space. Like different parts of the spaceship and whatever. Metal panels. Oh, the metal panels look nice. Thank you. Need more asteroid sizes and things as well. Oh, floating around. Yeah, metal panels and stuff. Just scrap. Maybe some comrades as well. Unfortunate souls. In the ship. Cool. Alright, well, I really like it. It's coming along. We have a menu that's gonna be working and whatever, so we'll figure it out. It's making progress. It's just slower than I would like. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton of time to work on it, so I think Tuesday and Wednesday are gonna be excuse me, really big days for productivity. I want like an animation for the drill, because right now you can't tell that you're drilling. Need to finish the spaceship art, need to add more asteroids, need to get the storyline with the objectives and dialogue in. I think I could do all of that within a day, so we'll see where the project goes, but anyways, I'm gonna have to call it a day. I'll probably be streaming again tonight, but we'll have to see. Otherwise, it'll be early tomorrow morning. But thank you to everyone who stopped by on YouTube and Twitch. I was multi-streaming today, so I hope that went well. Hope the quality was all right. But I will see you guys next week, I guess. Well, this week. And then I also have a video. If you haven't seen my latest video, check that out, obviously. And then I have a video releasing the day after Christmas, so that should be pretty fun because it's a pretty good one. But sweet. All right, I will see you guys. Thanks for